Hello, welcome to Crab Marching Basics with Alex. Today I'm just going to go over the bare minimum of how to crab march because I'm sure Josh will go over the rest later. So basically I'm going to break it up into three main properties of how to march crab step. One is keeping your hips straight forward, two is always keeping your heels off the ground, and three is how to cross your legs. So let's get started. So the first step of how to crab march is making sure that you always are keeping your hips straight forward. As opposed to what you guys have learned so far, normal marching is when your hips kind of face the direction that you're marching in. But in crab marching, it's made for percussionists, so your hips are always going to have to be facing the front. So the second step of having to crab march is always making sure that your heels are off the ground. It's really similar to our normal backwards march, where your heels are not super high off the ground, but they're also not on the ground. You're going to want to have a comfortable hover and make sure that you have enough space for your ankles to rotate as you march. And also another thing to keep in mind is that when you are crab marching, you always want to keep your toes forward. You never want to cross your toes or change the direction unless you're going into a place hold. The third and final step of learning how to crab march is knowing which direction to cross your legs. Basically, and to put it in simple terms, if you're going to the left, your right leg is always going to cross over, and if you're going to the right, then your left leg is always going to cross over. However, when it comes to vectors, it gets a little bit more complicated. But a simple way to think about it is to always put it in terms of forward motion. So, let's say you have a slide that's to the left and forward. Since it's to the left, you're gonna be leading with your right foot. However, if you're going backwards and to the right, then it's still in the same vector, so you're still going to keep your right leg in front. Same applies if you're going forward and to the right or backwards and to the left. Since you're going forwards and to the right, you're gonna lead with your left foot. And since this is in the same line, you're going to lead with your left foot going backwards and to the left. So for this last part of the video, I'm going to leave you guys with a demonstration and an exercise that you guys can follow along with that you could be able to practice even in your bedroom. You only need about 4 steps of space in any direction, and if you take small steps, you can fit into almost any space. So in basic terms, the exercise is going to be left for 4, right for 4, forward left for 4, backwards right for 4, forward right for 4, and backwards left for 4. So now you guys can follow along. I'll count off with the sticks and I'll do the exercise with you. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, left, right, forward left, backwards right, forward right, backwards left,